everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to make some dump bags which go into your slow cooker. So technically they're slow cooker bags, but I've had a lot of people call them dump bags, as you just dump everything into your slow cooker. Also, please excuse the background noise. I am doing the voiceover, but we have lots of children at home today because it is the 6 weeks holidays, and they're all playing games and whatnot. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting everything up, so chopping everything up to begin with. So we've got loads of peppers, about 3 large onions, and then a 5 kilogram tray of chicken, if you like. I got that from the wholesaler. If you want to see that haul, go back a couple of videos, you'll see that. But I got it for about £25 for 5 kilograms of chicken breast. Let me know, is that a good deal or not? I mean, I really should pay attention to how much I'm buying in terms of like the weight, what it's worth, etc. But I just usually go in the supermarket, pick up a tray of chicken for £11 or £12 and like, okay, that's fine, we'll go with that. So in total I made 6 meals worth, but that's 6 meals. Each of those meals will feed 8 people. Now after these have been made, I do put them straight into my freezer, and for the best results I would say defrost them first in your fridge. Thoroughly defrost them before you put them into your slow cooker. It makes a lot of difference in terms of like the texture and things of the chicken and the quality of the chicken. I made a huge mistake last night and I just threw it into my slow cooker, threw it on high, and the chicken was so dry. I was like, this is not good. It's because I haven't defrosted it and cooked it properly. But I think I cooked it too much. So we all make those fails in cooking. Well, that's my slow cooker fail, but we can learn from these mistakes. Also, I did pre-wash my peppers. Make sure you wash all your veggies. Also, I don't have my chopper anymore, which would have become very handy with these peppers. The chopper met a very bad demise, if you like, because I was cooking one evening using my hob, and one of the hobs just turned on. It's one of these touch ones, so there's no buttons to press. You just put your finger on it and it's, yeah, whatever that means, whatever that is. And for some reason, some of the steam from the other hob, because I was cooking and boiling some water and things, made it turn on. So it melted the little chopper catcher, the little tray underneath, melted it. So yeah, don't do that. Also, in terms of how many peppers I've got here, I've got 4 packs of peppers from Aldi, 3 peppers in a pack. That's a lot to say, it's a mouthful that. So you can understand how many peppers I'm actually using, instead of me saying, oh, just use a load of peppers. No, I'm using 12 large peppers. Also, I'm currently wearing gloves because I have I think they said it was eczema on my hand, which is caused by me washing up a lot and cleaning a lot. Apparently it's very common in hairdressers to have this type of eczema. It's like a dermatitis type of eczema. So I'm wearing the gloves because it's healing, and I want to reduce the amount of times I'm having to wash my hands, because that essentially is causing it, you know, to be worse. So here is my big bowl of peppers. Also, the bowl was £1 from Morrison's, so grab your massive bowls there. Save you a lot of money. And now we're moving on to the chicken. Now, I can't be the only person that does not like cutting up chicken. It's slimy. I don't know. I'm just happy I'm wearing the gloves. I think I would have worn the gloves anyway, with the chicken especially, even if I didn't have the eczema that I've got on my hand. Just my face is just in pure disgust right now. I was like, why am I doing this? Why? Gotta feed your family. Gotta cut up the chicken. I don't think I've ever cut up as much chicken as I did here. It was a lot of chicken, but we're making meals. Also, I can't be the only person that cuts away like the little bits on the chicken that don't look very appetizing. I cut those off and we discard them. I can't be the only one. After I've chopped it all up, I'm just going to place it into this silver throwaway dish thing here. I do end up washing this and using it again because I actually don't use it one time. I use it multiple times until it can't be used anymore. But I am trying to invest in glass dishes, which I've been buying from Asda for £6. Very good. Go and check your Asda out for the glass dishes. Here comes Dave with a bowl. I don't even know why he had that bowl. Maybe it had popcorn inside. I'm not sure. That is a big chicken that I've got there. Can you imagine the chicken that must have come off? Oh, Dave's come back to help me. He's bought me a bag to put all of the bits of the chicken in that we don't want to eat. So that's going to go in this Aldi bag. And then I'll just throw that into the bin. The bin was very full. I did need to empty the bin. I just hadn't got round to it at that point. So we're using the Aldi bag as a makeshift bin with the chicken bits that we don't want to eat. So I hope you enjoyed all of that cutting up of the chicken as much as I did. And now I'm moving on to chopping up the onions. Oh, there's Dave and Thomas. I'm going to chop up the onions now. And I'm just going to put it into this little bowl I've got here. Oh, here comes Thomas saying hello. Hi, Thomas. Oh. He loves just looking at himself. If you just show him, like, you know, looks at himself in the mirror and waves at himself. If you give him your phone where he can see himself in it, he'll just smile and wave at himself. It's so cute. Also, I didn't mention, I've cut up all the chicken and it's right there. It's a lot of chicken. That's a big dish and it's a lot of chicken. So, like I said before, we're going to chop up all of these onions. I got 3 onions, 3 large onions, which did absolutely fine. If you're going to use smaller onions, use 6 onions instead of 3, because I think that's what it kind of equates to. Also, that chopper would have come in handy around about now. I hate cutting up onions, hate it, because of, you know, it makes your eyes water, doesn't it? A few people have said put a wet like paper towel under your board, or like on your board when you're cutting them up, because apparently onions search for water and the nearest water source is your eyes, so I might have to try that. And now we're going to get ready to put all of our ingredients together in the bag. So I'm just using Ziploc bags that I got from the Co-op. I think they're about £1.50 for about 10. Don't quote me on that. Go and have a look in your local Co-op or your local supermarket. You can get it from Amazon. You can get them from anywhere. Prices may vary. Now I am going to do one which is going to contain that Tesco korma sauce, because it's just what I got in the cupboard. Use what you have at home before you go out and buy anything else. It's the best advice I can give you on batch cooking, on saving money. I always go with the motto of look through what you have at home before you go to the supermarket to buy food. And that works especially if you are doing like a food plan, a meal plan for the week, for the month. A lot of people will go through their freezers and write an inventory down of what they've got, and then, you know, make their meal plan off of that. I have a lot of jars, a lot of tins. My garage is now my pantry. Well, it will be a pantry. We have the shelves in there. We have a few tins in there, but I need to sort the rest of it out, including the floor. Not many people know, but we live in a new build and it comes with its own complications. One of which being that the garage floor needs sealing because it's just concrete. That concrete creates dust. That dust goes on my tins and I'm forever cleaning the garage. Continuing with the video, so here I am writing down what the contents of these bags are going to be. So I'm making 2 chicken fajita, 1 curry, and 2 what was it called now, honey garlic chicken. I've never made that before, but I was quite intrigued by that. And I also make like a chicken stroganoff kind of vibe. What I will say is I don't add all the spices to these bags. I will add those while I'm cooking the food. It just makes things a little bit simpler for me. Here I am trying to separate my scoops. I'm just trying to take the cup measurement off for the chicken. Everything else I just grab with my hand. Makes things a lot easier for me. Best thing about these meals that I'm making, they all contain the same set of ingredients: peppers, onions and chicken, and then you just add different spices and different sauces to make them different. So here I am grabbing handfuls of peppers. I'm trying to mix them about a little bit because I've got like a layer of red, a layer of orange, a layer of yellow peppers. So I'm just trying to add like a good mix of those into the bag. Then I'm adding a few handfuls of the onion, and then I'll go in and add a couple of scoops, maybe 3 scoops of the chicken, but I'll do that after I've added the onions and the peppers to these bags. And here I am adding the chicken. I'm trying to get like a good amount in each bag that will feed us all. But what I will say is, is that this isn't like an entire meal that I'm putting in these bags. This is like the main part of the meal. So for the chicken fajitas, there'll be wraps. I'll do some salad and other things to go with it, maybe even some rice. And then for the curry, obviously there'll be rice, naan and poppadoms we always put with our curries. So yeah, and then I think with the stroganoff-ish dish that I'm making, it's not a proper stroganoff, but it's got mushrooms, chicken, and a creamy sauce. I say creamy sauce, I really mean like Philadelphia cream cheese. I think to that one I'm going to add mashed potato, to the stroganoff style one, but you could add rice, whichever one you prefer. And here I am adding the jar of the curry. So we got korma, and it was just in the cupboard, it was just there, and I was like, I'm going to use this for a dump bag. I struggled to open that one, but yeah, I just throw it all into the bag. I try and mix it about a little bit, just so when I'm freezing it, it freezes evenly all the way through. And then, like I said before, when you want to eat this, take it out the night before, put it in your fridge. If it's not fully defrosted the next day, take it out, leave it on your side. It's okay to do until it's fully defrosted, and then throw it into your slow cooker. Or if you don't want to put it in your slow cooker and it's fully defrosted, just cook it on the hob like you would do a normal curry. So this one here will be the chicken fajitas. I'm making 2 bags of the fajitas. I got the fajita mix from the wholesaler, from Booker's. I just got like a big thing of it because we love fajitas. I love fajitas. In my fajitas, I always put jalapenos, sour cream, salsa, lettuce, cheese. So all those things I'll put with it when it comes to us actually eating it. I also got the wraps from the wholesaler as well, from Booker's. I got like this big box of 6 packs of 6 wraps. I actually found 7 packs of wraps and not 6, so I got a bonus pack of wraps that day. By all means, measure out what you're actually putting into your bag so you get like an equal quantity in each. For me, I just guesstimate, I eyeball it, especially when I'm putting the seasoning in here. I just like shake some in, but by all means, you know, add as much as you need, weigh it out, do what you need to do, your ingredients. But here I'm just shaking in some seasoning. I'm like, is that enough? Is that not enough? It might be enough, it might not be enough. What I will say is I'll add more seasoning to it when it comes to me actually cooking it, which I did say before. Speaking of wholesalers, I am planning a trip to Costco. Now, I don't go to Costco all the time. I use what's around me because it's just easy for me to get to, but I do love Costco. I have bought their mince before, the chicken. I do buy like my bulk meats from there if I can get there, when I can get there. It's a little bit difficult right now to get to a Costco because I have all the children at home, and if we're going to go to Costco, they need to be at school so I can use the seats that they will usually sit in to put all of my Costco goods on. Now, you know as well as I know, I'm not just going to go for the meats and all the bulk stuff. I'm going to go for their cookies and their cakes and all of the lovely other things they sell. The sushi they sell, I think I had tacos last time, that was really good. And we can't forget the hot dogs that they sell as well. Is it like a hot dog and a drink for £1.50? Something like that. Very, very good. I have to say, going to Costco is like going to IKEA. It's a day out. It is a full day out. It is an experience. It's like going to Capri World. Everyone should do it. I think at this point my child just wants to be in the video. The amount of times she's walked in and out of me making this fit. Now, here I am making the honey garlic chicken. So what I'm doing is, instead of adding the onions in the bowl there, I'm adding some spring onions that I chopped up and froze, because I got like the biggest bag of spring onions I've ever seen for like $4.99 from the wholesaler. So I'm just adding those into there instead. Trying to get all that in there. I do add the peppers as well, and I add some soy sauce. I've added garlic into it as well. I don't know if I've shown that there, but there is garlic in the bag. I think I added about 4 cloves of like medium-sized garlic. I'm going to throw the peppers in there. Yeah, so I add soy sauce, I add honey. I think that's it. And then, like I said before, the rest of the seasonings will be added to it. as and when I make this, as and when I cook it. And I'm just adding the chicken as well. But it's good because it gets to marinate in those things, in the honey and the soy sauce and the garlic. So hopefully it takes on a good amount of that flavour. So I've just added the soy sauce, and I was quite worried that I'd added too much soy sauce. Then I thought, well, it's for 8 people, so maybe not enough, but who knows, I'll try it when I make it. And then I'm just adding this honey that I bought from Morrison's. I think it was about £2. It wasn't too expensive, but you use whatever honey you want. You could even, if you don't want to use honey, use agave or any other sweetener. Maybe even maple syrup, would that work? Maple syrup and with the soy sauce and the chicken and the garlic. I might actually have to test that out. I do like maple syrup. I use maple syrup in all of my bakery goods. So if I make pizza, if I make bread or anything like that, I use maple syrup, couldn't find the word then, as the sweetener, as like to activate the yeast in these things. Here is the last one that I make, which is the stroganoff inspired. I'm going to say stroganoff inspired because I don't know if it's actually a stroganoff, and I think stroganoff is like beef stroganoff. All I know, it's going to have mushrooms in a creamy sauce. So these mushrooms I got from Morrison's, and they're £1 for all these mushrooms, chopped mushrooms, which is great, super convenient. But it's from their salad bar, so when they order too much, they sell the rest to the customers for like really, really cheap. So make sure you have a look in your Morrison's if they have a salad bar, because you could get some good bargains on like the chopped up goods. And now I'm going to add my Philadelphia dupe, my cream cheese. It's a full fat cream cheese that I got from Aldi. Just add the whole thing. You know, depending on how many people you're feeding, how big your dump bags are. I'm just going to add the whole thing. And obviously, like I said, I'll season it when I'm cooking it. So I don't know how well that's going to freeze. This is all an experiment for all of us because I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm doing it because I'm just winging it. I wing everything. So this is what I'm doing here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm making lots of these videos. I'll make about 2 a week, if not more. I really do enjoy making these videos. Don't forget to like, drop a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.